ramshackle this morning. I'm not put together well yet. Not always like that. I'm not even sure if I slept or if I was sleep dreaming or something that I wasn't sleeping. I don't know. It doesn't matter. It's the night air. I wasn't able to experience the night air. And you're like, what is with this night air stuff? Well, today's poem is called The Night Air. It's a little long. And I had a feeling I wasn't going to annotate it. I didn't really want to annotate it all that much. So, I think it's going to be a poem we're going to sit with today. The Night Air. A man on his deathbed left instructions for dividing up his goods among his 3 sons. He had devoted his entire spirit to those sons. They stood like cypress trees around him, quiet and strong. He told the town judge, whichever of my sons is laziest, give him all the inheritance. Then he died, and the judge turned to the 3. Each of you must give me some account of your laziness so I can understand just how you are lazy. Mystics are experts in laziness. They rely on it because they continually see God working all around them. The harvest keeps coming in, yet they never even did the plowing. This is like kind of like Zen, and the Tao of you're doing nothing, you're going with the flow and whatnot. Come on, say something about the ways you are lazy. Every spoken word is a covering for the inner self. Man, we're going back to Joseph Campbell and life is a metaphor. I keep hammering the same points. Excellent. A little curtain flick, no wider than a slice of roast meat, can reveal hundreds of exploding suns. Even for what is being said is trivial and wrong, the listener hears the source. Wow, this is about actually listening and acknowledgement. One breeze comes from across a garden, another from across the ash heap. Wow. Yes, you got your positive, your negative, your bliss, your ire. Think how different the voices of the fox and the lion and what they tell you. Hearing someone is lifting the lid off the cooking pot. You learn what's for supper, though some people can know just by the smell. A sweet stew from a sour soup cooked with vinegar. A man taps a clay pot before he buys it to know by the sound if it has a crack. Yeah, just how intact are we via our interactions? The eldest of the 3 brothers told the judge, I can know a man by his voice, and if he won't speak, I wait 3 days, and then I know him intuitively. Second brother, I know him when he speaks, and if he won't talk, I strike up a conversation. But what if he knows that trick? Asked the judge. Which reminds me of the mother who tells her child, when you're walking through the graveyard at night, and you see a boogeyman, run at it, and it will go away. Oh man, this is like, Game of Thrones. Eddard Stark, the best time to be brave is when you're afraid. Holy cow. George R.R. Martin even stole that. But what, replies the child, if the bogeyman's mother had told it to do the same thing? Bogeymen have mothers too. The second brother had no answer. The judge then asked the youngest brother, what if a man cannot be made to say anything? How do you learn his hidden nature? I sit in front of him in silence and set up a ladder made of patience, and if in his presence a language from beyond joy and beyond grief begins to pour from my chest, I know that his soul is as deep and bright as the star Canopus rising over Yemen. So when I start speaking, a powerful right arm of words sweeping down, I know him from what I say and how I say it, because there's a window open between us, mixing the night air of our beings. The youngest son was obviously the laziest. He won. Wow. night air, knowing, experiencing that, being highs. You know, are we going to Pablo Neruda? Eyes are the window of the soul. And we open our eyes. They're locked, and our breath. You know, that's the night air. We're experiencing one another, all the different atmosphere, the air molecules. Maybe we get it when we're breathing in. We're breathing in Julius Caesar's last breath with the recycled air. I don't know. My nose just breathe in that night air in the early morning. You know, the remnants of that, and you know, see where that takes you. You know, definitely see where that takes you. The night air, and you know, be zen. Flow. Those two worlds. There's not really two worlds, but you know, guys, on that note, on this insomnia rambling morning, well, thanks for sharing.